but I haven't had any food, only a nice coffee. I'm gonna leave you here while I have a look, and then I'll come back and we'll do the whole thing. I don't have a cameraman right now. Big boy limpet, big boy limpet. I bet this is crab country. Oh my God, that's so heavy, but there are crabs. Oh my God, is there a lighter one? Oh my God. I slowly make my way over to those shags. Oh, I found a pepper crab. Can you see him? This guy's just dealing with me looking at him like this. I knew this was crab country. I'm starting my watch because this is actually a really good workout and I can move my body. This counts. I know. She said what? Oh. It's my rock. Mine. Guys, I'm trying to film here. Chiton. Mighty chiton. He's doing great. Wait, it's a limpet. I'm a liar. I couldn't see. Hi, I'm Georgia. So I'm out on the Wellington South Coast today, and I was actually out with Places for Penguins finding little blue penguins for another video I'm doing, but it's so uncharacteristically not windy. Wellington's insanely windy all the time. And tomorrow a big storm's supposed to roll in for like the whole week, so I thought, let's just do some rock pooling while it's calm. You have your high tide all the way down to your low tide zone, and you'll find different things in each of these zones. Up in the high tide zone, you'll find things that are a lot hardier because they don't get covered with water as much. This is where you'll find pools of seaweed, maybe a few starfish, and a lot of snails, barnacles, lichens, coastal grasses, and things like periwinkles and oyster borers. The intertidal zone is one of the harshest places to live in the world due to huge changes in salinity, wave action bashing everything with air and sun exposure. So these creatures are super hardy. I'm gonna leave you here while I have a look, and then I'll come back and we'll do the whole thing. I don't have a cameraman right now. I'm alone. I'll actually take you with me this time. Okay, we're just gonna leave the tripod there. New Zealand's safe. No one's gonna take it. There is no one here. It's also really cool because all these rocks around Wellington are volcanic. Volcanic rocks. We'll do an Isaac Talks rocks when he's back from China. Anyway, you're way less likely to find stuff in the high tide zone just because it doesn't get covered by water enough for a lot of life. So the things you do find are super hardy, like these periwinkles. We've got some snails there. There we go, little horn shells, which are also snails. You can see up here, there's pretty much nothing. Up here, you have the hardiest of the hardy. And apart from that, it's pretty barren. Look at all these snails and periwinkles. They are having a great time. I'm very happy for them. But let's move on, because I see a pool over there. Big boy limpet, big boy limpet. Whoa, look at him. Cool fact about limpets. They have a homing instinct, so they can be pried off the rocks. And if you put them somewhere else, they will eventually find their way all the way home. Really cool. This limpet shell has a little snail hanging out. So we're gonna put him back. There is a teensy tiny jelly blob anemone. Okay, there's a jelly blob anemone right down there. And I wonder if there's more. Because these guys, oh, there's a chiton, snakeskin chiton. So these jelly blob anemones, I love jelly blob anemones. They are actually called water tart anemones. But the way that they reproduce is by a process called cloning. Basically, a big anemone will essentially split in half. So it creates little clones of itself. And that's why you'll see all these little ones around the base of some really big ones. It's their babies. This is a method of asexual reproduction, which is great because you don't need another anemone to come along to reproduce, because there's no genetic diversity in this method. It means they're super susceptible to things like disease. I bet this is crab country. Oh my God, that's so heavy, but there are crabs. Oh my God, is there a lighter one? Oh my God. There we go. Some little crabbies scuttling away with the jelly blobs. I slowly make my way over to those shags hanging out over there. All this pink, I love the pink. This is coralline algae. And a lot of things like to eat it, like snails and things. If we look at the kelp over here, we can see a lot of little snails Munchin. Got a lot of little snails and horn shells and whelks. Munchin. We also have a lot of jelly blob anemones under this rock. Let's have a look at them. And a limpet. We have a little cushion star. We have bristleworms or tube worms. And there's even a little power down there, a tiny one. Okay, I just found something cool that you don't usually find in the tide pools. I found my favorite anemone, a wandering anemone. There it is. So these guys are so cool. They are called wandering because they essentially detach and free float through the water column. And they can go from place to place. And they have a very sticky foot at the bottom. I'll insert some footage of my diving with them here, but look at that, they're so cool. You really don't see them much in the tide pools, so I'm super pumped for that little guy. You can kind of just see his tentacles inside. They will come out at night. Like, it is crazy how high up the jelly blob anemones can be from the tide line, because they hold in water like little water balloons. Oh, I found a purple rock crab. Can we see him? Yeah, there he is. Hi, bud. Purple rock crabs, or swift-footed crabs. They are pretty common around here, and if you look in between rocks, you can find them. This guy's just dealing with me looking at him like this. Can't leave him alone now. I knew this was crab country. I'm starting my watch because this is actually a really good workout and I can move my body. This counts. I really recommend making sure to look under rocks, under things, and through the channels, because you're gonna find so many anemones and crabs and chitons and limpets. They all like to hang out there because it's a little bit sheltered. Rock. Under the rock, it's jelly blob central. I can see a limpet, jelly blobs. We've got a crack here, and we've got an anemone. I think it's a speckled camouflage anemone. So if you look at, I talk about this all the time, but if you look at its stalk, you can see it has rocks and shells and things stuck to it, and that's because it has sticky warts all up and down there, and that's how it camouflages. This is what I mean about the channels though. There it is, and it is max teensy. So small. And this is one of the ways you can tell that we are getting to lower tide zones, is I can see more anemones. So not all anemones can handle desiccation quite like the jelly blob can. They can't all hold water inside. These white striped anemones need to hang out in the water a bit more. We are getting closer to the shags. That's the kind of end point. Let's see what else we can find around here. Yeah, we're starting to get to the kelp, so we're getting out into the ocean a bit more. My tripod is really just holding down the fort there. You got this, buddy. A cushion star down there. There is something on that kelp. I can't tell what it is from here. Either a snail or some anemones, maybe some bryozoans. Some gulls. Hey guys. I know. She said what? Yeah, you tell him. You tell him. You tell him. Oh, oh. It's my rock. Shags are over there. Everyone's hanging out. Mine, mine, mine. There is another wandering anemone, wandering in the kelp. And honestly, this is the closest I've been to getting in the ocean in a while. So I'm really trying to get better at not editing videos so much, because I have a full-time job and I'm making all the shorter form content. And all I do is work. I have no time off. I spend all my time editing when I'm not at my job. And I'm such a perfectionist because I'm no, I'm just gonna barely edit this. I'm just gonna put it up as is and it's fine. And then I'm ooh, but what if it had some cool music? Oh, what if there was a sound effect here? Oh, well, I'm telling this story. I need to display that through imagery, and it's they take me so long to edit. So I'm trying to get myself to go more back to basics. We'll see if I do it. I mean, when this video is up, we'll see if I managed it. I'm gonna be really proud of myself. This is very bare bones. Oh my God, ducks! Hi guys, what are you doing here? Little duckies. I kind of like this little seaweed oasis. It's kind of cute. It's just all seaweed. There'll be stuff underneath it. Anemones. Oh, cool starfish. Look at this one. It's really hard to show you guys, I'm not gonna lie. But I like the colors. It's surrounded by anemones. And all this pink coralline algae with more anemones. Look at this little pink pool. That's so cute. Sorry about the seagulls, but like we're at the beach. Pink and violet are actually the rarest colors in nature. Guys, I'm trying to film here. I'm trying to film. Shags. Red-billed gulls. They're threaded. That's my finger. Teensy. There is a speckled camouflage anemone. Seeing a lot of them today. Shag. There they are. I found them. Chiton. Mighty chiton. He's doing great. Wait, it's a limpet. I'm a liar. I couldn't see. Another fun-coloured starfish. Little cushion stars everywhere. 1, 2 starfish. I found a different anemone. Let's look at it. Hanging out with some chitons. Lots of chitons down here and a starfish, so. Look at these chunky big boy limpets. Wow. Watch the seaweed move for a bit. I find it really calming. Spotted something. Looks like a starfish hanging out in that kelp. Let's see if we can see. These guys have little tube feet. I'm closer to the shags. Oh my god, there's another wandering anemone. What the hell? These guys are everywhere. Look at that. That's so cool. Some nice flowing seaweed to end us on our tidepool adventure. So you can see all the anemones hanging out and living on the kelp. So this is a paua. It's alive. It's hanging on the rock. This is a paua shell. So this is the inside of the shell. Paua secrete a mucus called nacre, and it's what gives it this iridescent shine. And if this got sanded down, it would look the same. Black shag. I don't see these as much. How exciting. Hi, bud. Good yawn, big yawn. I have uncovered a golf ball sponge. Very exciting. Hello, friend. Annie is a starfish friend. How exciting. So these guys, these little sponges are filter feeders, and you'll see them in pink and orange around here, but they are the shape of golf balls, hence the name. Jelly blob with some tentacles out. Now, as much as I would absolutely love to tidepool all day, I am so hungry. It's 10:40, not too bad, but I haven't had any food, only a nice coffee, been up since like 6:50, and I have a whole YouTube video to edit to post tomorrow. So that's it for today. Thanks for coming along. We found some really cool stuff. I'm gonna put all the stickers here, even though I told myself I would make editing easier, but you know, it's like a 12-step process. Thanks guys, see ya.